most commercial wardrobe units rely on cheap particle board that sags under weight and wastes space with thick structural walls. A heavy-duty steel server rack frame, on the other hand, utilizes slim structural steel uprights with uniform mounting holes along the vertical channels. This allows you to mount shelves, hanging rods, and drawers at exact vertical increments without drilling a single new hole. By using a salvaged frame, we eliminate bulk while gaining massive structural integrity. The open metal frame lets light pass straight through, preserving visual depth in a small room where a solid wooden cabinet would feel like a solid brick wall. Preparing industrial metal hardware for a residential interior requires specific surface treatment so it looks intentional rather than like garage scrap. Industrial server racks usually come in cold black or industrial dark gray powder coating. To melt this piece seamlessly into a soft home aesthetic, we thoroughly scuffed the original finish with fine grit sandpaper, cleaned off grease residue, and applied a dedicated metal primer. Following the primer, we coated the frame in a matte white finish. A matte coat absorbs harsh reflections, turning cold raw server equipment into a sleek, minimalist geometric frame that serves as a quiet background for warm natural materials. Now we arrive at our first core principle, the light truth test. Every single color and finish choice in this project was tested under 2 identical camera setups under completely different lighting conditions. At 1 in the afternoon, bright midday sunlight streams through the window, striking the matte white frame with cool, blue-tinted natural light. The matte texture prevents harsh glare, maintaining a soft japandi appearance. But watch what happens at 8 in the evening when the primary light shifts to a warm 2700 Kelvin floor lamp. The white frame instantly absorbs the golden hue, transforming the atmosphere without changing a single object. To soften the cold metal architecture of the server rack, we introduced solid pine wood boards cut to fit the inner frame depth. Natural wood provides essential tactile warmth, balancing the sharp precision of industrial steel. We selected untreated pine planks, sanded them smooth along the grain, and mounted them directly into the rack rail brackets using standardized hardware bolts. Pine is lightweight, widely available, and cost-effective, coming in well within our strict 500 lira budget for materials. However, introducing natural wood into a blended design style brings us straight into a common aesthetic trap that many DIY projects fall into. When mixing design philosophies like Japandi and Mediterranean styles, you encounter the undertone conflict. Japandi elements typically feature cool, gray-tinted pale woods and sleek minimalist lines, whereas Mediterranean elements lean heavily into warm terracotta tones, textured plaster, and rich golden linens. When daylight hits a room containing cool gray wood alongside warm terracotta textiles, the opposing color temperatures fight each other, making the wood look dirty and the linen look washed out. Most makeover channels hide this friction by only showing filtered photos taken during peak golden hour. But in real life, this undertone clash degrades the harmony of your room every afternoon. Instead of ignoring this undertone conflict, we resolved it at the material level by unifying the undertone base across all wood components. Rather than leaving the pine raw with its naturally cool yellow-gray tendency, or slathering it in heavy dark varnish, we applied a light, warm-toned natural oil finish with subtle honey pigments. This warm oil bridges the gap between the cool white structural frame and the soft Mediterranean linen curtains. In bright noon light, the pine maintains its clean grain structure without shifting gray, and under evening lamps, it radiates a rich, cozy glow that unifies the room's entire color palette. Lighting is not just decorative. It is a fundamental functional layer within open storage systems. Deep shelves can easily create dark shadows, making it hard to see items tucked toward the back. We installed low-voltage vertical LED light strips hidden along the inner lips of the steel server rails. Placing the strips inside metal channel diffusers prevents visible diode hotspots and protects the lights from being snagged by clothing. The continuous vertical illumination casts soft, downward-angled light across every pine shelf. This creates a satisfying retail-inspired presentation while consuming minimal electricity and generating virtually zero heat inside the tight bedroom space. Open shelving systems often fall apart in practice because people forget the logistics behind aesthetics. In a real home, You have power strips, phone chargers, adapters, and loose cords that ruin clean lines if left exposed. Because a server rack is explicitly designed for cable routing, we used its integrated rear raceways to conceal every single wire. A multi-outlet power strip is mounted directly to the back channel of the lower steel frame, hidden behind a fabric storage bin. All cords for the LED drivers and charging cables run vertically inside the hollow metal posts, completely out of line of sight from the room's main doorway. Another critical logistical detail that standard makeover projects overlook is floor maintenance and clearance for automated cleaning devices. Solid wardrobes that sit directly on the floor collect dust underneath and block robot vacuum cleaners, creating hidden allergen traps. By mounting our lowest pine shelf 12 centimeters off the floor frame, we created a dedicated recessed clearance zone. This designated pocket houses the robot vacuum docking station while allowing the vacuum to clean underneath without snagging cords. Hiding utility infrastructure below eye level keeps the floor line clear, which visually expands the apparent floor area of a tiny 2 square meter footprint. The true beauty of a 19-inch server rack format is its modular adaptability over time. Traditional custom closets are rigid. Once built, changing shelf heights requires complete redrilling. With standard server rail spacing, you can unbolt brackets and adjust shelf elevation in seconds as your seasonal wardrobe changes. Summer t-shirts on shallow shelves can easily convert into long coat hanging space for winter by repositioning a single crossbar rail. Wire mesh baskets mounted on slide-out rack trays provide breathable storage for knitwear, preventing fabric stretch while maximizing vertical capacity in a tiny footprint without adding visual bulk. Let us examine the realistic cost breakdown of this functional transformation. The foundation frame was an old discarded server unit sourced from a local surplus seller for a fraction of new metal costs. The entire budget was capped under 500 lira, strictly allocated for 2 pine boards, a can of matte white spray paint, metal primer, and basic mounting hardware. Upcycling structural industrial items requires labor and patience, but it delivers commercial-grade durability that budget flat-pack furniture cannot match. You get structural steel load limits, custom dimensions, and tailored aesthetic integration for a tiny fraction of retail store prices. Let us now evaluate the finished closet under our strict light truth standards. Here is the completed installation at precisely 1 in the afternoon under bright, clear sunlight. Notice how the matte white frame reflects natural light evenly without sharp glare, keeping the small corner feeling bright, open, and airy. The honey-tinted pine shelves harmonize with the sunlight, bringing out the soft grain without creating cool gray shadows. The concealed cable raceways ensure no messy cords interrupt the clean geometry of the frame, proving that a micro-bedroom can feel spacious and intentional when light and function are calibrated together. Now, look at the exact same closet from the exact same angle at 8 in the evening, under a warm 2700 Kelvin incandescent lamp. The matte white finish shifts gracefully from crisp daylight white to a warm cream tone, perfectly mirroring the cozy Mediterranean mood of the bed linens. The hidden vertical LED channels illuminate the pine shelves from within, creating soft gradient shadows that emphasize texture rather than clutter. This dual light consistency is the mark of real interior design, a space that does not rely on camera tricks, but functions beautifully across every hour of your daily life. When evaluating furniture solutions for small apartments, long-term structural resilience is just as important as initial looks. Standard particle board shelves sag over time under heavy loads, and laminate edges frequently peel in humid environments. The heavy-gauge steel skeleton of a server rack will never bow, twist, or degrade under weight. The pine shelves can be easily re-oiled or sanded down years later to repair minor surface scratches. Building with honest, repairable materials ensures that your small space storage solution remains fully functional and visually striking for years to come, long, outlasting temporary flat-pack fixes. To conclude our project breakdown, let us review the material selection matrix for this build. The painted steel frame belongs to the industrial aesthetic, offering high wear resistance, low moisture vulnerability, and low maintenance requirements. The pine shelving represents Japandi warmth, featuring medium wear resistance, medium moisture sensitivity, and low maintenance when treated with natural oil. The linen textiles reflect Mediterranean texture, bringing low wear resistance, medium moisture absorption, and high maintenance through regular washing. Finally, the acrylic LED channels provide high wear resistance, low moisture vulnerability, and extremely low maintenance, proving that blending contrasting materials creates long-lasting balance. Transforming a tiny 2-square-meter bedroom does not require expensive custom renovation or sacrificing your personal style. By taking a discarded industrial server frame and refinishing it with matte paint, warm pine, and hidden lighting, we created over 120 liters of functional storage under 500 lira. We solved the undertone conflict between Japandi and Mediterranean elements, concealed every power cord and vacuum dock, and verified its beauty under both midday sun and evening lamplight. With thoughtful material choices and practical design logic, even the smallest corner of your home can become beautiful, organized, and truly functional.